Hi, this is Tutor Nick P, and this is noun phrase 124. The noun phrase today is cold fish. Okay, let's take a look at the note here. If we call someone a cold fish, he or she seems like an unresponsive, hard-hearted, not having a soft heart, a hard-hearted, unfeeling person. We would use this term especially for someone lacking emotion in situations where we would expect them to show their emotions or to show a lot of emotions. In this case, we might say that somebody is a cold fish. Okay. There is a second meaning here too. It could also have a second meaning as an unresponsive, unemotional sexual partner. Okay. So let's continue. The origin of this noun phrase comes from a Shakespeare play, The Winter's Tale. Here is the exact quote from the play. It was thought she was a woman and turned into a cold fish. All right, so this is from one of Shakespeare's plays. They say this phrase started to become more popular in the 1900s. Yeah, it could happen that way sometimes with Shakespeare because, he's classic, playwright. So sometimes, people study them over the years, and maybe just one phrase from one particular play just might take off at some point. So even though he wrote that maybe several hundred years before, it started to become more popular in the 1900s. Anyway, let's look at 4 examples we have here. Here's the first example. That blind date you set me up with was a real cold fish. The whole date was very uncomfortable. Yeah, so this could go either way, the guy or the girl. Maybe they thought that the other person was very unresponsive, not very emotional at all, and, probably pretty boring in this sense. All right, number 2, some people who met the Queen in person said she was a cold fish. Okay, all right, it could be any queen. Number 3, he has no sympathy for their pain. He is a real cold fish. So this is another situation where you expect someone to have sympathy for them, but he doesn't. So you might refer to him as a cold fish. And the last one, when he tried to get romantic with her, she acted like a cold fish. Well, maybe she decided she didn't like him at that point. Anyway, I hope you got it. I hope it's clear. Thank you for your time. Bye-bye.